What's up?
Where'd you get the leprechaun outfit?
From Julian.
You provided it?
Unfortunately. Yeah, we did a little friendly rivalry competition thing when USC was playing Notre Dame, and it was supposed to be for a gear, so I'm expecting like there's gonna be a hoodie or a shirt in my locker or something like that, and I walk into my locker, what was this, yesterday? And there was a whole costume in my locker. And at first I wasn't gonna do it, but then, I respected our competition that we set, and there was a few other guys that had to wear it as well, so I did it.
How did Sam get out of that?
I don't think he talked. Yeah, I think it was just me, Uchenna, and Peely talked to. It was like a little friendly wager thing,
So were you, if SC had won, would you have put Julian in like a SC t-shirt?
I mean, honestly, that's clever of Julian to have done that, because I was just thinking about giving him like a really large shirt, like one that's gonna like be on his knees, make him look like my girlfriend or something. But that's about it.
How did you spend the bye week? How did it treat you?
Oh, it was great. I went to Hawaii, got away from football for a little bit. It was great. It's nice. It's always nice to just clear my mind, get away from football for a little bit, and I think it's good for me because it kind of makes me eager to like finish the season after getting a little bit of break.
The Commanders do a lot of no-huddle, and you guys have a lot of communication you do pre-snap. How do you kind of prepare for a team that doesn't give you as much time to communicate?
I mean, it's definitely something we've been talking about this week. We know that they're, one of the top offenses in no-huddle. We know that we have a lot of pre-snap communication reads and things like that on defense. So it's something that, we're going to have to dial in throughout practice, getting the calls out early, getting the checks as early as possible. And just, something we elaborated on is just getting our cleats set and going in the end of the day.
Leonard, you saw what Uchenna went through last year, trying to get through his injuries and stuff, to kind of see what he's doing now that he's back. What does that kind of mean for you?
I mean, it means a lot to me. I know it means a lot for him, obviously. But, he was the main guy that I was excited to play with when I got traded here, it feels like a long time ago now at this point. And it's, it's finally happening, and it's happening the way I always envisioned it. It's like me and him run games really well together. We communicate well together. He's a vet, and I love having him standing up outside of me, because sometimes my hand's in the dirt and I can't really see things that he's seeing. And he'll say like something really quick to me that it just allows me to play really fast, because he's seeing something that may not be seeing. And I've known him since college, so he's a brother to me, and it's great to see.
What about his game is allowing him to do this right now, kind of on his own?
I mean, I think just him being able to be a vet. He's been in the league so long. He understands football. He understands what the offense is doing. He's a great communicator and leader. He's been a great leader on the team even when he wasn't playing. So, now that he is playing, it's even heightened. And like I said, it's just I like how he communicates on the field.
You've talked about in the past that your time with the Giants under Patrick Graham was very different than some of your later years with the Giants, and now you come back and you're in a little similar style. How much do people not understand the effect that the scheme has on players and their performance on the field?
That's interesting. I mean, I think it plays a lot into a player's performance. His environment, a lot of things going off the field with the player can, make or break what they're doing on the field. And then also just like scheme and things like that. For me, it's just like having fun. I feel like if I'm having fun wherever I'm at, then I feel like that's when I'm playing my best. If I start to put too much pressure on myself and, start to focus on all these external things, like that's when I'm not playing as free, and I play best when I play free.
Mike talked earlier this week about this team having an identity, and he was asked about last year, and he said this time of year you're still kind of looking for it, being his first year. Just how much different does it feel coming out of the bye where you really know who you are as a team?
I mean, you can really feel it. It's we talk about it, we say certain quotes and things like that I don't even know would actually, saying those things and putting the words on it won't even help kind of describe it. It's almost like a feeling that we just have. It's like we talk about it on defense. It's just like I think what makes our defense so great. It's easy for me to speak about defense because I obviously play on the defense. I think it's the whole team, but you know, we talk about on defense, what makes it feel so great is just like the mindset we have to just want to get better. It's just like we'll bring up 1 point early in the week of something that we might have not done so great the last week, and then it's like that week we eliminate it. And it's like we just have an eagerness and hunger to be great.
You spent half a season with Bobby Wagner here after you got traded here. What stood out the most about him in the time you were teammates?
Just how he was a pro. I think he showed up. He was like probably one of the first guys in the building, last out of the building type of guy. Just how he treated everyone the same. You know, from a rookie undrafted guy to the starting quarterback, I think he treated everybody the same. He was just a great guy, a great leader.
You guys have had two kind of dominant performances the last 2 weeks on the defensive line after maybe a performance that wasn't up to your standard against Tampa Bay. Was there something you guys learned in that Tampa Bay game that turned things around?
I mean, that's part of like what I'm saying about our defense being so great. You know, we didn't live up to our standard as a defensive line. We spent mornings together before meetings even started, communicating with each other, like how can we pass rush better? How can we play off of each other? How can we communicate better? And then how can we not let certain things be an excuse for our D-line, meaning like, you know, I think halfway through, you know, the start of the season, we started realizing we were getting, you know, 7-man protection, chips and screens and things like that to slow us down. And instead of just saying like, okay, that's going to slow us down, we're just like, okay, how can we still show up how can we still show up against the screen? How can we still show up against play action and those type of things? And I think we just attacked it head on.
What do you think there is that it sounds like there's a collective buy-in there, and it sounds like that isn't necessarily always the case. Why do you think that is the case?
What's that?
That buy-in of everybody being committed to.
I mean, I think it's just a part of like the depth that we have in our D-line room, and knowing that, you know, if I'm not going to do my job, I know somebody behind me is more than willing and eager to do it and is capable of doing it. So there's a sense of accountability, and there's just a sense of drive and want to, because it's like we have so many guys that you really can't slack off, because it's like the next guy is going to be willing to take your spot, essentially. You know what I mean? And we rotate and things like that, obviously, so we all have a spot in the end of the day, but it's just, I think we just hold each other accountable.
Anything else? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leonard.